Suprabhatam.
Suprabhatam.
Mama nama kim. Do you remember? Very good. Okay, let me try again. Okay, Mama nama Varunaha. Mama nama kim.
Bhavatah nama Varuna.
Okay, good. Mama nama Parvati. Mama nama kim.
Bhavatyaha nama.
Excellent. Bhavatah nama kim.
Mama Nam Tathagata.
Bhavatah nama kim. Uttama. Okay. So, Bhavatah, Bhavatyaha, Mama. Alright. Okay. Etat kim. Now remember, one second, real quick. I don't already know the gender of a word that I'm asking about. Right? When you don't know what something is, then you don't know what gender it is. So you ask in the neuter. So my question is going to be etat kim, and your response is going to be according to what you know of the gender of this thing, and also your relative distance to the thing. So don't go by. My question is the generic question, and you should use that whenever you need to. Also, so etat kim. Sharkara. And it will be Sa Sharkara. Great. And I will say Esha Sharkara. Okay. And I'm mixing up the genders now, so I'm not gonna just be always shifting from one to the other. Etat kim. Excellent. Eshaha Chamasaha. Etat kim. Yes, Eshaha Chashakaha. Okay, alright, let's try again. Etat kim. Uttamam. Chashakaha. Etat kim. Uttamam. Vidyut koshaha. Vidyut koshaha. Nice, right? Good words for things. Okay. Eshaha dandaha va. Remember our question? Va, yes. Eshaha dandaha va. Uttamam. You will say am saha dandaha. And I'll say Eshaha dandaha. Okay. Esha sthalika va. Yes, sa sthalika. Great. Esha churika va. Uttamam. I'm asking for complete sentences for your own practice sake. When you are in like the real world, then probably if somebody asks you Esha churika va, you'll just say am. But for your practice, I'm asking you to repeat it also. So you'll say am sa churika. Okay. Esha lekhani va. Okay. And you have to also remember what it is then. Sa. Oh, did I not teach this word? I never taught this word. Kupi. Esha kupi. But suppose you don't know the word yourself, you can just say that bottle. Because when you don't know a word, but you still have to use language, it's okay to insert words from your native tongue in order to complete the sentence. And that's how you will build Sanskrit into your language. Use the vocabulary you already have, and where you don't have vocabulary, bring in words from your whatever other language, and hope that the other person also speaks that language, and then together you can make meaning. Language is about making meaning. Okay? Alright.
Is kupi striling?
Strilinga, yes. Esha kupi. How do you know?
E?
Yeah, just listen for the ending. Kupi. Alright, I'll give you some new words then. Wait, we're reviewing. Hold on. Etat pustakam va. Tat pustakam. Tat is the word you will use. Etat pustakam. Etat chayam va.
Tat chayam.
Uttamam. Etat kim.
Oh. Tat kantakam.
Kantakam, exactly. Etat kantakam. Okay. In your daily lives, what I encourage you to do in order to practice this, especially because we're going to have a hiatus of 1 week between now and the next class, what I encourage you to do is anytime you see an object that you recognize in Sanskrit, name it in Sanskrit first. So when you see it, in your head you should say tat kantakam or etat kantakam, and then you can interact with it and call it a fork. But first name it in Sanskrit, and that way you will build up the practice of, or you're gonna build up those like synapses in your brain where it goes to kantakam first. That way you can slowly start thinking in Sanskrit. Esha tippani pustika. Esha, well, okay. Esha tippani pustika va.
Sa.
Oh, sa.
Yes, sa tippani pustika. Now look, I'm not arranging it in terms of gender for you anymore. We're at level 2, okay? Now I'm just giving you any word and you have to, based on your knowledge of the gender of the word, react accordingly. And that takes some practice, but that's why we're doing practice. Okay. Eshaha syutaha. Syutaha. Syutaha.
Natu lakshya.
Natu lakshya.
Hindu?
Yes,
Sita.
exactly. Natu lakshyam. But, okay. Yeah, this thing will be called a lakshyam. But this is called syutaha. Okay. Eshaha syutaha. Eshaha kaha.
Saha syutaha.
Uttamam. Eshaha syutaha. Chakalehaha. I kid you not. This is called chakalehaha. For those who will tune in on YouTube. Chakalehaha. Okay. And so you can hear the ending. Eshaha kaha. Yes, chakalehaha. Okay. Talaha. Talaha. Talaha, and we already have the corresponding
Kunchika.
kunchika. Yes, kunchika. So now we have talaha, kunchika. Okay. Marjani. Marjani. Those of you in the Panini class know why it is Marjani and not Marjani. It's because of Marjir Vidhi. Okay, anyway. So this is that root. Finally we use it. Marjani. Okay. And similarly, Marjani is there at the back of this thing also. Marjani. And Esha Ankani. Ankani.
Ankani.
Mm-hmm.
Lekani.
Lekhani nasti. Esha lekhani. Esha ankani. Ankani. And there is a difference. And that difference is in terms of what they are used for. Think about the cultural context in which you have these words. Lekhani is what you actually write with. This is for your exams, for your essays, for your real things that you note down and all that. And ankani is for making ankas. And an anka means a mark. It's just for making rough marks. That's what an ankani is for. And so they have different names also, different functions. All right. Oh, most important word today. Chatram. Chatram. Not to be confused with, of course, chhatraha. Chhatraha meaning a student, and chatram meaning this thing. Okay. Etat chatram. Etat kim.
Tat
Chatram.
Excellent. And by the way, just for your own information, the word chatram and chatraha are in fact related. They have the same root, which is chat, which means to cover. Chatram is like a personal little cover like this. Okay, I have my own little roof on my head. And a chatraha is defined as Chatravat Gurunam Doshan Achadayati iti Chatraha. That person who, like an umbrella, covers up the faults of the Guru is called a Chatraha, i.e., the ideal student. But what does it mean to cover the faults of the Guru? Of course, it's not that the Guru can just do any kind of weird behavior, although it's become that way in many cases. But it's not that the Guru can just do anything. What it means is that one who has the power to take only what is the good stuff from the Guru in terms of learning and not take the bad stuff. Okay, so that is kind of, and that's a chatraha. Alright, and it's related to chatra. Etat kim?
Sa Duravani.
Uttamam, esha duravani. Duravani. Okay. Now, new thing. Chamasaha asti. Asti. Dandaha asti. Sthalika asti. Churika asti, kunchika asti, lekhani asti, kupi asti, varunaha asti, marjani asti, kantakam asti. Asti, 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 asti. If you don't know what it means yet, you will in 1 second. Okay. Tippani pustika asti, lekhani Nasti. Asti. Nasti. Or you can say Talaha asti. Kunchika nasti. Asti. Nasti. Chashakaha asti. Jalam nasti. Jalam nasti. Sthalika asti. Bubhuksha asti. Bhojanam nasti. Okay? Asti nasti. Chayam asti. Sharkara nasti. Asti nasti. Okay? Now you make your own sentences. Kim asti, kim nasti. You have so many words, so many cool things to say. Yeah?
Lekhani asti, ankani nasti.
Uttamam, lekhani asti, ankani nasti. Okay?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Although in your case, I think
Lekhani.
Oh, that lekhani
Lekhani
asti.
meva.
Okay, great. It looks like an ankani from over here, so I was confused. Okay, yes.
Lakana asti.
Uh-huh.
Lekan asti.
Okay, well, we got two astis here. Lekhani asti, lekhani asti. Okay, great. And kim nasti?
Mayani asti.
Oh, marjani.
Marjani.
Yes, marjani nasti.
Nasti.
That's true. Lekhani does not come with a marjani. Indeed. Excellent. Lekhani asti, marjani nasti. Sometimes you wish you had a marjani with your lekhani. Okay, kim asti, kim nasti.
Dandaha asti.
Mm-hmm.
Phalam nasti.
Interesting. Dandaha asti, phalam nasti. Okay, that's fine. I suppose it's true. But what was the relation you were trying?
There's no relationship.
Okay, it just is something is there and something is not there. Okay, that's true. I mean, it's true.
Okay,
I'm not saying there has
think
to
of
be a
one.
relationship, but it's just that in terms of the kinds of sentences we're creating, it makes sense for there to be a relationship. However, even if there's not a relationship, doesn't mean that your sentence was false. It's a true sentence. Dandaha asti, phalam nasti. But notice the kind of sentences I'm creating. Kupi asti, jalam nasti.
Okay.
Chashakaha asti, jalam nasti. Talaha asti, kunchika nasti. So in that way, we can learn asti and nasti.
Dandaha asti, chhatra nasti.
Yes, dandaha asti, chhatraha nasti. Chhatraha kutra asti, chhatraha anyatra. I hope you guys remember that also. We should do some review of that too.
Maybe vittakosha asti,
Uh-huh.
vittam nasti.
Exactly. Vittakoshaha asti, vittam nasti. Wonderful sentence. Exactly. Okay. Great. Upanetram asti, drishtihi asti. Upanetram nasti, drishtihi nasti. Alright. Now this asti nasti, of course, not to be confused with atra, tatra, kutra, anyatra, sarvatra. Remember that? We played such a wonderful game that I hope nobody will ever forget in their lives, this atra, tatra business. It was a Simon Says type. Atra, tatra, kutra, anyatra. Okay, so now I will ask you a different question. Atra kim asti? It's all you. Go ahead. Atra pustakam asti. Atra varunaha asti. Atra. Go for it.
Kopi asti.
Atra kupi asti. Very good.
Atra stalika asti.
Atra sthalika asti.
Atra tippani pustika asti.
Atra tippani pustika asti. You can just shout it out. Go for it, guys. Atra deven mahodayaha asti.
Atra talaha asti.
Atra talaha asti.
Atra chatram asti.
Atra chatram asti. Atra shikshakaha asti. Atra chhatraha asti. You can say many things. Let it all out.
Atra chokaleha asti.
Yes, chakaleha. Atra chakaleha asti. Very important thing to always keep in mind. I have a chakaleha radar. Chakaleha asti. Uh-huh.
Atra sudarga.
Atra shakara asti.
Atra sharkara asti.
Shakara.
Samyak. Mm-hmm.
Atra syutaha asti.
Atra syutaha asti. Uttamam. Eshaha syutaha. Eshaha syutaha. Eshaha syutaha. Okay, very good.
Atra syutaha nasti.
Tatra syutaha nasti. Great. We'll set it up differently. Atra syutaha asti. Tatra syutaha nasti.
Mama syutaha atra asti.
Excellent. Our Sanskrit is coming together. Mama syutaha atra asti. Bhavataha syutaha tatra asti. Great. Okay, excellent. Okay, so asti, nasti. Okay, now we got these papers. Etat patram asti. Patram. Patram. And I'll upload a PDF of this for the YouTube thing. It's It's in the description below. I love saying that. It's so cool. You are like, it's in the description below. Like, subscribe. Alright. There were some other... Are there more of these underneath here? Oh, perfect. Okay. Just making sure that they're there. Okay. Balakaha asti. Just imagine. Balakaha asti. Who is a balakaha? You remember from last week? Balakaha. Okay? Balakaha gacchati. Balakaha gacchati. Balakaha kim karoti? Balakaha gacchati. Uttamam. Balakaha kim karoti?
Balakaha gacchati.
Balakaha gacchati. Great. And now suppose I'm coming towards you. Balakaha agacchati. Agacchati. Balakaha kim karoti? Balakaha agacchati. Gacchati. Agacchati. Alright. Balakaha pathati. Balakaha pathati. Balakaha kim karoti? Balakaha pathati. Excellent. Balakaha likhati. Balakaha likhati. Balakaha kim karoti?
Balakaha likhati.
Balakaha likhati. Alright. Balakaha kridati. Kridati. Balakaha kim karoti?
Balakaha kridati.
Kridati. Excellent. If I was in India, the example would have been like this. Balakaha kridati. Okay, great. Okay. Balakaha khadati. Khadati. Balakaha kim karoti? Khadati. Pibati. Balakaha pibati. Balakaha kim karoti?
Balakaha pibati.
Balakaha pibati. Excellent. Ha 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 ha. Balakaha hasati. Balakaha hasati. Balakaha kim karoti?
Balakaha hasati.
Balakaha hasati. Excellent. Okay. Lekhani patati. Patati. Lekhani kim karoti?
Lekhani patati.
Lekhani patati. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Balakaha nayati. Nayati. Balakaha kim karoti?
Balakaha nayati.
It's okay if you can't find it on your page right now. Because then we have to bring it to here. Okay, so nayati and then anayati. Balakaha anayati. Balakaha kim karoti?
Balakaha anayati.
Balakaha anayati. Excellent. Mama nama Varunaha. Balakaha vadati. Vadati. Kim karoti?
Balakaha vadati.
Balakaha vadati. Excellent. I could really go for some ice cream right now. Balakaha ichhati. Ichhati.
Balakaha
Ichhati. Okay, great. I know it says likes on this page, and that's also true, but it also means desires. wants. Balakaha ice cream ichhati. Okay. All right. Okay. Balakaha upavishati. Balakaha upavishati. Kim karoti?
बालकः उपविशति
Upavishati. Uttisthati. Balakaha kim karoti?
बालकः उत्तिष्ठति
Uttisthati. Uttisthati. Pashyati. Balakaha pashyati. Balakaha kim karoti?
बालकः पश्यति
Balakaha pashyati. Okay, great. Okay. Swikarotu. Balakaha dadati. Dadati. Balakaha swikaroti. Swikaroti. Dadati. Swikaroti. Balakaha kim karoti?
बालकः ददाति
Dadati. Balakaha dadati. Balakaha kim karoti?
बालकः स्वीकरोति
Swikaroti. Uttamam. Swikaroti. The word karoti, as you have probably guessed, since I'm asking every time, kim karoti means to do, he does. What does he do? Or to make. To do and to make are together in this karoti. And the word swam means one's own. Swa, okay? So when you say swikaroti, then it means to make one's own, which is a nice little derivation of this, just to receive or to take. But it is actually make one's own. Okay. Bhavatah nama kim?
Mama nama Tim.
Okay, great. Bhavatah nama kim balakah pritchati. Pritchati. Bhavatah nama kim? Bhavatah griham kutra. Bhavatah pita kutra. Bhavatah mata ka. And so on. Pritchati. Pritchati. Okay, balakah kim karoti? Balakah pritchati. Pritchati. Okay, great. Okay, suppose you have this nice. This is a hot chocolate. Ushna chakalehaha. Okay, Ushna chakalehaha. From which you can probably guess that Ushna means Ushna. Okay, so Ushna chakalehaha. Alright. So Balakaha Ushna chakaleham ichhati. And then he's like, I've got some $1 here. Okay, will you give me this Ushna chakaleha, please? And then you give it to me. Balakaha krinati. 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 Okay, balakaha kim karoti?
बालकः क्रीणाति
Balakaha krinati. Very important transaction to know in America. Okay. Alright. Mama nama Varunaha. Balakaha janati. Mama nama Varunaha. Okay. Aham atra janati. Alright. Balakaha kim karoti? Balakaha janati. Aham atra. Mama nama Varunaha. Okay, great. But then, Mama nama kim? Na janati. Okay. And now, oh yeah, Mama nama Varunaha. Balakaha smarati. Smarati. Oh yeah, smarati. Okay. Janati. Etat asti. And Smarati. Oh yeah, etat asti. Smarati. Okay. Janati, smarati. Mama nama Varunaha. Balakaha kim karoti?
Balakaha.
Janati. Okay. And oh yeah, mama nama Varunaha. Balakaha kim karoti?
Balakaha.
Smarati.
Smarati. Smarati. Yes, that's right. Now I smarati. Okay. All right. Balakaha shrunoti. Balakaha shrunoti. Balakaha kim karoti?
बालकः शृणोति
Shrunoti. Balakaha grihnati. 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 Okay, balakaha kim karoti?
बालकः गृह्णाति
Grihnati. Excellent. Balakaha roditi. Balakaha roditi. Balakaha kim karoti?
बालकः रोदिति
Roditi. Okay. Alright. Can you please take this one page and pass it around? Balakaha preshayati. Preshayati. Yes.
बालकः प्रेषयति
Preshayati. Nobody sends normal mail anymore, but email preshayati. Okay, preshayati. Great. Esha ka marjani. Esha marjani. Okay. Balakaha sthapayati. Sthapayati. Balakaha sthapayati. Balakaha kim karoti?
Balakaha
Sthapayati. Sthapayati. Or sthapayati. Sthapayati. Okay. Balakaha kim karoti? Balakaha sthapayati. Great. In the Indian context, there is one word that goes for both of these actions. Maybe in the American context, it's not so much. But in English, what one would say is keep it. Okay? So this is to keep it, and this is also to keep it. And both of them mean the same thing in Sanskrit also. Sthapayati and sthapayati. In English, we might say something like keep it down. Okay? Although we don't really say, we'll say put it down, but okay. In Sanskrit, that word is the same, sthapayati. Alright. Balakaha dhavati. Balakaha dhavati. Kim karoti?
बालकः धावति
Balakaha dhavati. Okay, excellent. Okay. You naughty boy. Balaka tarjayati. Or maybe it'll be something more like Pita tarjayati or Mata tarjayati. Where have you been, you naughty boy? Okay. Tarjayati. And therefore, this finger is also known as tarjani. This is the finger that you do tarjayati with. So it is called tarjani. Tarjayati. Alright, great. And karoti, of course, now you know. That's enough for right now in terms of just a huge list of verbs. But seeing them with the action is sometimes helpful in terms of memory. So that's why I teach it like that. Otherwise, I would just give you the paper and be like, there you go, there's all the verbs. But just so you have some. So now, somebody could ask you, hey, Bhavan kutra gacchati? Right? They'd be like, oh, dining hall, or something like that. But now one thing to keep in mind. Balakah gacchati. Aham gacchami. Aham gacchami. Balakah gacchati. Aham gacchami. Remember, it's all in the endings of every word. The ending is everything. That's what gives you all the information about how this word relates in a sentence. So, balakah gacchati, saha gacchati. Mama mitram, my friend, mama mitram gacchati. Aham gacchami. Okay? Always remember one thing. Aham, and you can repeat after me also. Aham, me. Aham, me. Okay, just remember that those two things go together. So, balakah pathati, aham pathami. Aham pathami. Aham kim karomi. And you can all say it for yourselves.
Aham pathami.
Pathami. Excellent. Balakah gacchati.
Aham
gacchami.
Aham gacchami. Excellent. Balakah pashyati.
Aham pashyami.
Pashyami.
Aham pashyami. Balakah vadati.
Aham vadami.
Vadami. Excellent. Likhati.
Aham
Likhami. Janati.
Aham
Janami. Excellent. Karoti. Now this one. Aham
Karami.
karomi. Excellent. Karomi. Shrunoti. Shrunomi. Grihnati. Grihnami. Excellent. Pibati. Pibami. Khadati. Khadami. Dhavati.
Dhavami.
Dhavami. Hasati. Hasami. Krinati.
Krinami.
Krinami. Patati.
Patami.
Patami. Excellent. Prichati.
Prichami.
Prichami. Okay, you guys got the pattern? It's a highly patterned language, as I said. Everything kind of sounds the same, and ultimately you can, just by hearing that ending, you know exactly what's going on with that. Now somebody asks, Bhavan kutra gacchati? And you say, Aham, dining hall, gacchami. Okay? Like that, you can now start to create sentences. Bhavan kim pathati? Aham, Arabian Nights, pathami. Bhavan kim pashyati? Aham Netflix pashyami. Okay, like that you can now make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sentences. Not to mention that you have lots of this wonderful vocab as well. So now, we'll make some sentences before we go. Aham Sanskritam pathami. I study Sanskrit. Aham pathami. Bhavan kim pathati?
Aham Sanskritam
Great. Okay, great. Bhavan kim pathati?
Aham api sanskritam pathami.
Aham Sanskritam pathami. Okay, great. Maybe, I guess everyone will have that same answer here. Maybe let me give you a different kind of thing. Okay, aham biology pathami. Okay, aham biology chatraha asmi. Now, here's one thing. Chamasaha asti. Aham asmi. Aham asmi. Okay, we'll get back to asmi next time. But, okay. Aham biology chatraha asmi. Bhavan kim pathati?
Computer science.
Oh, okay. Aham computer science chatraha asmi. Or you can say aham computer science pathami. Patami. Excellent. Okay. And what if I'm not a student? Then aham na patami. Aham pathayami. Aham pathayami. There's a different verb. It's not there on this, I think. But you can just hear it and write it down. Aham pathami and aham pathayami. I teach. Aham pathayami. So, then I can ask you, Bhavan kim pathayati?
Aham religion pathayami.
Pathayami. Excellent. Aham religion pathayami. Very good. Bhavan kim pathati?
Mana Hindi patami.
Yes. Aham
Aham
Hindi pathami. Okay, great. Excellent. Let's see. Over the break, let's say. Bhavan kim karoti?
Aham kimapi na karo.
Aham kimapi na karomi. Great. Okay, good. Aham enjoy karomi. Aham atra enjoy karomi. Okay, you can make all these sentences. All of the words are known to you. Aham atra enjoy karomi. Okay, that's great. You can do that kind of thing by yourself. Aham, let's see. Home gacchami. Okay. Tatra aham enjoy karomi. Alright, like that you can start building, and that's up to your creativity. But you have lots of words with which you can do lots of things. Insert the vocabulary that you already know, either from Sanskrit or from English, and slowly we'll start building more and more stuff. Bhavan kim karoti?
Aham kridami.
Excellent!
Mama putra.
Great. Okay. Aham kridami. And then you can say with my son, because we don't yet know how to say that, but we'll get there. But don't feel afraid to just join that in with English. Aham kridami, with my son. Yes, or with my family. That's totally fine. And because as we're building the language, one cannot expect you to know everything. So what we're going to do is slowly we are going to replace with my son with a word in Sanskrit that will make that happen. But we need to learn it slowly. So right now we got the verbs. Bhavan kim karoti?
Aham paper likhami.
Oh, excellent. Aham paper likhami. Great. That's very sad, but it's great. But it's great. It's what one has to do as a student. I learned yesterday that at Princeton they have their exams after the break, which is crazy. Students go home and they're like just stressed out while they're on their holiday. Winter break I'm talking about. Like the winter break happens and then they have final exams. I was like, what? And they're like, every Ivy League used to do this. And I'm like, oh man, well.
Tat break nasty.
Tat break nasty. Exactly. Tat break nasty. Aham vadami. Tat break nasty. Yeah. Bhavan kim karoti?
Aham patami.
Aham pathami. Okay, great. Bhavan chatraha asti. Bhavan pathati. Uttamam. Okay, that's great. Good job, guys. Okay, Bhavan kim karoti?
Aham davami.
Aham dhavami. Excellent.
Oh.
Great. Excellent. Wonderful. Okay, Bhavan kim karoti?
Aham movie
Pashyami. Excellent. Remember, wherever you see the ti, just replace it with me. And if it's like pashyati, then it'll become pashyami. That long ah happens in the middle there. Okay, excellent. Aham movie pashyami. Perfect. Okay, I think we end there for today. Thank you guys for coming. Now I will see you in 2 weeks. You have lots of words, lots of vocab, the ability to construct sentences, and slowly we'll start adding more and more cool stuff to it. And by the end of the semester, I mean, it's only February. Now today's March 1st. So by the end of the semester, you'll definitely be speaking. We're already on track for that. So wonderful job, guys.
Wonderful.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
Have a nice break.
Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavada.
See you in 2 weeks.
Okay, why don't we surround him?